Ask anyone about switching to an electric car, and the first thing they mention is battery life. Won't the battery wear out in a few years? They ask. There's a myth that EV batteries are like giant phone batteries. Good for a short while, then useless. The truth is much more interesting and, frankly, more encouraging. Today, the debate is louder than ever. People see high prices for replacement batteries and worry their EV will end up as expensive e-waste. Some experts claim batteries won't last longer than 200,000 kilometers before needing replacement. Others say new chemistry makes batteries nearly immortal. So what's the real story? Let's dig deeper. The most popular battery chemistry in affordable EVs is called LFP, short for lithium iron phosphate. It's in cars from China's BYD, Tesla's entry models, and many others. LFP batteries are different from the old ones. They don't catch fire easily, and they're tougher. But can they really go beyond 500,000 kilometers? To answer this, we need real-world proof, not just lab tests. In China, hundreds of thousands of taxis use LFP batteries every day. Their experience gives us the clearest picture yet. Shenzhen, a megacity of 17 million, was the first place to switch its entire taxi fleet to electric cars. Over 20,000 taxis now run on LFP batteries, driving all day, every day. These taxis don't have easy lives. They stop, start, and charge up to 10 times per shift. For LFP battery testing, it's the ultimate proving ground. Data from Shenzhen's taxis is astonishing. Taxis often travel over 400 kilometers daily. Most LFP-powered taxis easily pass 500,000 kilometers, some even hitting 600,000 kilometers, before the battery drops below 70% of its original range. That's more than most private cars will ever drive in their lifetime. Taxi drivers report that battery replacements are rare. Instead, the cars keep running, year after year. When the batteries finally do show wear, they still have enough juice for daily work. In fact, many taxis are sold to new owners with the original battery still going strong, just with a bit less range. What's the secret to this long life? It's partly the LFP chemistry, but it's also how these taxis are used and charged. Their charging habits, daily usage, and clever software all make a big difference. Let's talk about what happens to these taxi batteries over hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Real data shows that after 500,000 kilometers, most LFP batteries keep 70 to 80% of their original capacity. So, if your car started at 400 kilometers range, you'll still have 280 to 320 kilometers left. That's more than enough for daily driving. Why do they lose capacity? Batteries slowly age in two ways: by being used, which is cycling, and simply by getting older, which is calendar aging. Taxi batteries are perfect test cases because they're always in use, charged quickly, and almost never sit unused. Despite this hard life, their decline is slow. The numbers are clear. These batteries outlast most people's fears. Taxi companies track battery health carefully. Only when a battery drops below about 70% do they consider swapping it out. And even then, some keep going. This isn't just theory, it's happening right now, on busy city streets. What's even more interesting is how small changes in charging and use can stretch battery life by years. LFP batteries are like marathon runners. They perform best with steady, gentle use, not sprints or long rests at the finish line. Batteries wear down in two ways: cycle aging, from charging and using, and calendar aging, just from getting older. DOD is how much battery you use before recharging. SOC is how full it is. Draining your battery fully, or keeping it at 100% for long, wears it out faster. That's why Shenzhen taxis charge often, using partial cycles to make batteries last. Think of your battery like a water tank. If you always fill it to the brim and drain it dry, it wears out faster. But using just the middle, between 40 and 80%, helps it last longer. Only charge to 100% for long trips and avoid leaving it full or empty for days. For daily driving, keep your battery between 40 and 80%. LFP batteries are tough. They shrug off heat better than other types, resist fire, and handle quick charges well. That's why taxi fleets love them. However, they're not indestructible. They still lose capacity over time, especially if charged the wrong way or left full for too long. If you want your EV battery to go the distance, remember these rules. Keep your state of charge between 40% and 80% most days. Avoid leaving your car parked at 100% for weeks. Charge to full only when you really need it, like before a road trip. And don't stress about the occasional fast charge. LFP batteries handle those well. With these habits, LFP batteries can easily go beyond 500,000 kilometers. Some experts now believe 600,000 kilometers or more is realistic, especially with smarter chargers and better software. That's enough for decades of typical driving. So, next time you hear someone worry about EV battery life, tell them about Shenzhen's taxis. These cars prove that, with the right battery and good habits, electric vehicles are built to last. The truth is, your EV's battery will probably outlive your car.